So a few years ago, I wrote a book called The One Thing You Need to Know, because I just love the idea of one core concept that explains the most events. So we thought we'd do a series of One Thing You Need to Knows from you. We asked people to just submit questions of one thing they really wanted to know, and we got a whole bunch of questions. This is just from last week. So I'm going to pick a few, and we're going to see what you want to know. This one, actually, I selected earlier, before we started the program. And this is from Lisa. Hey, Lisa. You know who you are. Actually, this is Lisa from Syracuse, New York. So that kind of narrows it down. There's only one Lisa. Actually, there's two in Syracuse, New York, and one of them's on vacation. So it's you, Lisa, who's not on vacation. You wrote and said, and I think we all feel this, actually. She said, I feel that I understand what my strengths are, but what else can I do to not get sidetracked? I mean, the good news, of course, is that you do actually know, Lisa, what your strengths are. You are the authority in what strengthens you and what doesn't. So that's the good news. The bad news is that nobody else does. Or maybe they do a little bit, but they don't really care that much. Not that they're mean, it's just they're kind of blind to whatever it is that really invigorates you. So you've got you who feels what you feel about what strengthens you, and then you've got the rest of the world who's ignorant of it. So what can you do in that context? That's what we all face, isn't it? The first thing I think I would say is that you have to stay focused week by week by week by week by week. It makes sense for you almost every week to think about what did you love most about that week. Every week, take a little inventory. If you're a journaler, journal. If you take notes on your iPhone, take notes on your iPhone, whatever it is. But every week, there's a good cadence to a week. Think about what it is about that week that you loved. Can you make sure that next week you do just a little bit more of those things that you love? That's on you. Every week, can you make sure you have a strong week? Which might mean planning for more activities versus others that perhaps drag you down. It might mean just being conscious of whether or not this week is going to be a strong week for me. So first of all, week by week, can you think about having a strong week? Second, you might want to elicit the help of everybody else. Rather than having them be kind of a blind distraction to you, or maybe a sidetracker of you on your strengths path, maybe you can get them to be part of the solution. How would you do that? Well, you'd probably turn to people and help them know what to come to you for. What can they rely on you for? Your strengths are those activities that strengthen you, but they're also those activities that you lean into, activities that you want to volunteer for. So in the spirit of wanting to volunteer your strengths, it behooves you to tell the people around you and be explicit with the people around you, what are the things that they can rely on you for? And sometimes that's tricky because you almost feel braggadocio saying, I'm the best at such and such. And it feels silly. So change the language on it. Rather than telling your friends or your family or your coworkers, I'm the best at, which is often what we say when we're talking about our strengths, flip that around and say, I'm at my best when. I'm at my best when. If you want to get the best out of me, I'm at my best when. Now you're not bragging, you're just saying, hey, if you want to get the best out of me, I'm at my best when you are asking me to do this or this or this. So frame your strengths to the people around you as things that they can rely on you for. And that way, they're not the source of the problem anymore. They're part of the solution. If you do both of those things, week to week to week, can you have a strong week? And then can you volunteer explicitly your strengths to the people around you? If you do that, you're much more likely to be able to stay on your strengths path. Thanks, Lisa.